Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. I'm gonna try to see if I can catch these people while it's happening because next door they just started playing this one particular song that they live for. I don't understand why they live for this one song. Ain't nothing setting it off in this song, but they live for it. Let me see if I can catch it real quick. Y'all, I'm outside. This is a Marvin Cease song. And literally, the entire song is him saying that various singers have passed away. That is it. That is it. They will literally have it on repeat. Y'all, I caught them folks just in time. It's so random, y'all. I'm sorry. I was not prepared to come on camera today. Cause as you saw the post before this, the foolishness is always commencing. So yeah. But yeah, that's one of the few songs that they play over and over and over again. Like I don't be understanding why they live for that song like that. Like it confuses me. But they live for that one particular song. I remember one day I counted that one particular day they played that particular song 4 times in a row. I was like, what is going on? Ain't nothing special about that Marvin C song. Now, for those of y'all who are slightly into blues or y'all have gone to a cookout or two, y'all know about like little Saturdays, and I think some places do Sundays. I know back home after church hours, they'll play blues on certain radio stations, or at least that's where it used to be. I know a lot of things have changed, but I'm just saying, yeah, Marvin Cease, it just that particular song is not setting it off. So I'm confused as to why they have that on repeat. Um, I forgot what the name of it is. Let me check real quick. Listen, y'all, I wanted to make sure that I was right, but the name of the song is called Gone On. Even though when he was saying the name of it and saying it within the song, he was saying Gone On. I'm just making sure that I enunciate it so y'all can understand. That's the name of the song. But look, this is how the song go. He does this little intro to the song, and then all he literally does is list off people who have passed away that are like legendary singers in the in his world. You know what I'm saying? And he has passed on as well. But yeah, look, this is how it go. Look, that's all he said, and then he goes into listing off various singers, and it's like the Cool and Water song. Y'all know the gospel song, and I'm trying to think if somebody else did another song that had the same little melody to it, but it's funny how a lot of church songs that became popular that people would sing, like quartet singers and all that stuff would sing, they legit got their melodies and stuff from these blues singers and stuff like that, and vice versa. That's why I'm like, dang, now which one actually came first? But in this moment, I think that Cool and Waters came first. Let me look and see. Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. Let me see real quick. Okay, like I said, this is something that they used to always do. Okay, this is the one instance that I have finally come across where the gospel song came before the blues song. So, Cooler Waters, the whatever CD it was on, Soulful Healing or whatever, that was a Lee Williams and the Spiritual QC's uh song or whatever, right? And I think it had the Williams brothers on it as well. I think, unless I'm thinking of another song. Anyway, if nobody else, it was definitely Lee Williams and Spiritual QC's. But that particular album came out, in 2006, while that Marvin Cease situation came out in 2008. The gospel song came before the blues song in this instance. Um, there were quite a few songs where these quartet singers took the blues songs and did their own version of the song and made it into a gospel song. And I was like, why does song sound familiar? And I had to think about it because I'm like, wait a minute. Mainly on my mama's side of the family, they're like really, really, really heavy into blues. So that's why I feel like I love blues so much and why I am so like into it. And it's crazy. Like some of the songs that I knew growing up, it's like, how do I know this song? I should not know this. But it was playing. Like, it just is what it is. But yeah, that's one of the ones that they play. Um, and for those of y'all who don't know why I'm doing this video, there are people who ask me all the time to discuss, uh, updates on my neighbors who play music and all that stuff. But the guys that live next door, they have people who are over here right now. Some of the people drove here and they parked. They're not in my space. I finally had my little space back today. So I'm like, yay, thank you. Because I left out and I came back and I finally was able to get my space. Um, but there are two people who drove over here. One of which, excuse me, y'all. Y'all know the foolishness is going on upstairs, so I haven't been able to get all the sleep I normally should be able to get. But anyway, one person came over earlier today when the sun was out, and this. Then when I came back earlier, I was gonna leave back out, but he pulled in. He left and came back, and I'm like, I'm not about to try to do a parallel parking situation. Now, this is the thing with me. I don't know how many of y'all are like me when it comes to this. First of all, second of all, and third of all, I did not have to learn how to parallel park in order to pass my driving examination. I got my driver's license in Montgomery, Alabama. And at the time in which I got mine, they didn't have nothing to do with parallel parking and all that stuff. Parallel parking is almost non existent in most places. Even downtown, it ain't really like that, right? But yeah, we didn't have to deal with parallel parking and all that stuff. So when I lived in North Carolina, didn't have to deal with that either. Then y'all know I was without a car for 5 years. Finally was able to get another vehicle. And even then, while living here in Virginia, I never really encountered moments where I was going to have to parallel park. Well, where I live now, every other blue moon, I have to parallel park. Like, it seems like the only time I really have to actually parallel park is in the winter time if it snows, because people will come off of a side street and park over here even though they're not supposed to, because everybody who lives in my building, or well, usually it's supposed to be the people who live in my building. If you have a vehicle, you're the only ones who's supposed to be parking over here. That's what we were told when we first moved in here. When I say we, I'm talking about myself and my ex. So, like, it just is, it's just a free for all. Now, it used to be, it seemed as if people understood that that's what it was. If you don't live here, you don't park over here, you park out back and come up them back steps, which I don't use except when I have to go and take my trash out, which I'm going to be doing in the morning. But other than that, yeah, we usually didn't have that issue. My elderly neighbor now has a vehicle, and so I have to fight to have a parking spot with him. Random people who like go and deal with people across the street. I'm like, where y'all come from? I don't really have to fight with my elderly neighbor below. He's great. I'm just saying that. But yeah, other random people, like almost every vehicle that's out front right now is not somebody who lives in this building at all. There's only two vehicles out there of the people who live in this building, and that's myself and the elderly man who lives below me. So it's like, but anyway, it just is what it is. It's just something that we never had to do. It wasn't something that I had to do. So that's the only time you have to worry about me as far as, anything driving wise. Anyway, y'all, so back to the music. So Another one of the songs that they be playing like crazy is something that I never understood the fascination. Pokebell. I left home, baby, home to be with my side piece. What is the fascination? I'm talking about these people literally will go to his concerts, pack him out. Like even before he got as big as he is now, they would go to like the little hole in the walls, pack it out, no room, chop. I mean, every single time he would come to town or come somewhere within an hour, hour and a half, they would go and support him for that song. And people kept saying, "Oh, you don't know Pokebell?" I'm like, "What is a Pokebell? What is going on here?" And then somebody said the name of the song. I was like, "Y'all mean to tell me y'all going off over a man who's singing a song about a side piece?" Oh, okay. But anyway, I ain't gonna sit up here and act like the man can't sing because he can. Um, I just didn't understand the fascination with everybody living for that one particular song. Like they never could tell me another song. That's just like when I went to that festival and everybody only was wanting to see Life Jennings so he could sing Must Be Nice when he had all kinds of other songs that were leaps and bounds to me better than that song. That song was a good song, but I'm like, y'all got to calm down. Like, y'all went off over that one. I'm talking about them people was cussing this man out. Like, cussing this man out, talking about it took him too long to come out there. When he did come out there, because the person passed out, they was in their feelings about it and felt like he was still taking too long. Okay, the people got to get to the person who done passed out, honey. He ain't finna just continue on with the show. He really was trying to genuinely check on these folks and make sure they were okay. But anyway, yeah, they send it off over Pokebell over this song. Now I like the remix, the woman's version. It's hilarious. That woman can sing it down. Talking about he can sing. No, that woman can sing. Um, I don't know if y'all ever heard the woman's reply, whatever they call it, to that song. Yes, Lord, she can sing. Now, it's one song of his that I live for that after I, let some time go by, because when I tell you they act like nobody else existed in the blues world except for him for I don't know how many years around here, I was like, all I gotta say is this. When I think it was Denise LaSalle, when she passed away, I asked somebody who like seems to be really, really, really big on blues music and music in general. I said, "Dang, that's messed up, man. Did you find out?" Or I think I asked him. I said, "Did you find out, or did you hear how she passed away?" He was like, "Who was Denise LaSalle?" I said, "I know you like this man was dead serious, and he like 50 something." I was like, "Sir, what is?" You know all the new music, you know all the other old music. When I say old, I'm talking about like music that's actually older than me. I'm 38. And I'm like, you don't know Denise LaSalle, but you know all this other blues music. Oh, okay, I'm confused. Just in case y'all don't know who she is, let me go ahead and give y'all a little bit of insight. I want to make sure I tell y'all the right song because I used to live for her. Okay, so one of the ones that I always used to hear of hers was called I think it was called Trap by this thing called Love. It's like somebody tell me what is this man got that makes me feel how I don't want to feel. Somebody tell me what is this man got that makes me feel how I don't want to feel. Going crazy out of my mind. Something. Trapped by this thing we call love. But let me tell you about a crazy song that I heard, and I said, that sounds like Denise LaSalle. But when I heard the lyrics, I said, ma'am, you done went off. Don't nobody. A lot of these blues songs. Listen, y'all have probably heard the title of this song before, and you probably haven't heard the song before. But you probably seen the stage play that took the name from this song, and the name of the song was Your Husband is Cheating on Us. But the way that she sings the song, she's singing it in the fashion of the blues song. uh, what's that man? ZZ Hill? I think it's what's that song? Oh my gosh. It's a ZZ Hill song. That's the way she's singing the song. You been stepping out. Now someone else is stepping in. Now you can cry your heart out, but you won't get through to me. I'm a brand new woman. It's every man can see. But anyway, her song was this. Hey lady, honey, your husband is cheating on us. Hey lady, honey, your husband is cheating on us. I know you thought you had a good man. Thought you had a man that you could trust. I was just like, ma'am, what kind of song is this? But yeah, she had passed away some years back, and I was very like sad about it. I was like, wait a minute, I grew up on this woman. She was like 60 something, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, that was kind of young. Like for me, stuff like that, that's kind of young for me. To me, old, if you will, it's like maybe 80s. The woman was 60 something, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, wait a minute now. Golly. She used to sing down. But yeah, but yeah, they be doing a lot, and I just be like, child, I don't understand why they set it off over Pokey Bear like that. Like I ain't gonna lie, I have a couple of songs of his in my little, in my arsenal. Let me tell y'all some of them right now. Pokey Bear. Y'all know the main one that everybody have a side piece. I have it. I ain't gonna lie, I have it, but it's just not my favorite. I like the remix with the woman's response. The woman's response. The older woman's song is kind of funny. He was dealing with. I'm like, first of all, sir, you're already older. So how old is the woman you talking about? Because unless you're trying to portray yourself as a younger man, like maybe 10 to 15, maybe 20 years younger than what you actually are, what are you talking about? Like, this woman about 60 something, 70 something. But yeah, I'm in love with an older woman. I'm like, sir, if you don't get out of here. That wasn't his best work, but I thought it was hilarious. Let me see. They call me Pokey. Now Tucker is another blues singer who, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, he look decent, he look good or whatever, but he ain't, his vocals ain't all the way there. And or what has happened is over the years, it's gotten to be tolerable for me at least. I don't know. It's just because I'm used to the Johnny Taylors of the world who sang down and they wouldn't even have, they didn't try. They didn't even have to try. They could just be humming and I'd just be like, wait a minute. But there's a lot of people who done got in the game and I'm like, Now he all right. He calls himself the Prince of Blues or something. I don't remember. But anyway, Tucker fine. I know he had locks at one point in time. He a fine dark skinned man. Um, Another Pokebell song is One Night Stand. He got upset because the woman who he was interested in, she wanted a one night stand. He was like, wait a minute. Like, he felt some type of way about it because she was just like, look, my man treat me right and all of that. He just ain't give me what I need in that department. Like, I just need a one night stand. The bills, everything paid, take care of my kids and all of that. I just need a one night stand. I was like, wait a minute, ma'am. But yeah. um, Child, I know y'all remember Bullwinkle, Bishop Bullwinkle. Hell no. No, no, no. Rest in peace. That man passed away, if I'm not mistaken. He did a song with Pokey Bear, and I have this song, and it's called Can't Be Faithful. It's so trifling. Why do these blues songs be trifling for no reason, child? I just be like, what's wrong with y'all? Oh my gosh, what else? But yeah, here go right here. The my side piece reply. Veronica, Rael, Lassie, and Miss Portia. I forgot if Miss Portia is the one whose voice is everything, or if it's Veronica. I don't know which one of these ladies, but their voice is everything. It's like they be singing that. They sung like they said, look, if you don't sing this song the way you supposed to sing it, I'm not gonna give you $5 million. That woman sung down on this song. I don't know which one it is, but they be singing down. Um, like I told y'all before, I live for the I live for the particular Pokebell song that is that is get on the good foot. Get on the good foot. And he basically did it as a a homage, I guess you could say, to James Brown, because he does mention the man in the song. I live for that song though. I don't know who did the little beat and stuff. I'm here for it though. But yeah, they call him Pokey, Big Pokey Bear. That's another song. Every time that you see me, baby, you know that I ain't fair. They call me Pokey, Mr. It Ain't Fair. I don't know. They be doing the most on this song. I don't know who be doing the beats, but I be getting my life a little bit. I'm like, I don't like y'all like that, but it's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the man can sing. I just be like, what in the world? Y'all be on some foolishness. But yeah. Oh my gosh. It's a song called Naked. I'm like, y'all gotta stop. Tyree, Tucker, all these people be on these songs, and I be like, what is wrong with y'all? But yeah, they play a lot of the blues songs that I'm used to hearing. Sometimes I be in my feelings because I be like, okay, these are like people who are from like closer to y'all neck of the woods, but you'll get to the song and like skip it. And I'm like, that's a good song though. Like, I don't know if y'all ever heard this song before. It's a song, this man said, she been gaining weight, gaining that happy weight. And I love the way it look on her, 'cause it's all in the right places. She been gaining weight. Anyway, that's a cute song. And then the other song, y'all might have heard this song before. I had never heard it before. It's been out for a while, but I got it in my little, arsenal now. He says, it gets to this certain part where he says, uh, mm, 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 mm. And all of a sudden, the doorbell rings. Child, I was like, what is this song? Like, they had showed a random clip on Facebook. I said, what is this? Because y'all know Facebook and everything be listening. Child, I was like, what is going on here? So then they played a clip from this man. He calls himself Z, but I think his name is Jay something. Let me see. And so I'm like, why he just calls himself by his nickname or by his actual name in his songs. But yeah, it's called let me make sure. J for no, I want to make sure I tell y'all the right name. Jay Morris. Like even when he come on, he says Jay Morris, and I don't know why I couldn't think of what his name was, but yeah, Jay Morris, the Jay Morris Group. That's what he calls himself. Wait a minute, I don't want the song to play. Hold on. Uh, so I'm gonna click on the thing so I can make sure I tell y'all the other songs. But yeah, Happy Weight. Every time they get to Happy Weight, they'll start like fast forward, and I'm like, what? Okay, so the name of the song is Knee Deep. I'm knee deep, baby. Too far in to turn around. I feel like he's just a younger dude and he got into the blues game or whatever. Oh, one of the songs, child, y'all know what a 4 for 4 is, right? He got a song called 4 for 4. I was like, y'all gotta hear it for y'allself. I don't even want to. Wait a minute. Do I remember enough to where I can tell y'all? Let me turn it down. Yeah. Oh my gosh. They call her Miss Wendy. Oh yeah. She got that 444. I'm like, what is going on? Y'all don't understand. These songs be so trifling sometimes. I be like, what's wrong with y'all? But that's one of his songs. I have that song. It was hilarious. I was like, what is going on here? What you mean? Oh, but yeah, like that other song went like the people lived for it to the point where he was like, wait a minute. He ended up doing like a follow up to the Knee Deep song. And the Knee Deep song is basically about two best friends, male and female. Um, the woman felt some type of way about him and they had sex, and then they were like, oh, I think we made a mistake. We need to just go back to the way things were. And he was like, oh, I'm cool with that. That's fine or whatever. And then she was just like, okay, let me put it behind me for real. She buried everything, went and got with some dude. He saw it on Facebook or whatever and got in his feelings, tried to call her. She had disconnected the phone, wouldn't answer the phone or whatever. Child, he was in his feelings. And eventually, like with the updated version, he done rolled up on her, and they was talking about he rolled up to the house and all this other stuff, and then went in, let her in, and she didn't even have to say a word because she saw it all in his tears. I said, y'all done went off with this song. I don't have time. Like, they be doing the most with some of these blues songs. Like, y'all. But see, that's why I tell people, don't tell me, oh, I don't like country music. Country music trash. Ain't nothing special about country music outside of "Don't Tell My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart." That's all black people knew how to say back then. And I'm like, there are more songs out there than "Achy Breaky Heart." But now all they want to say is Tennessee Whiskey. And I'm like, he was not the originator of that song. The person that y'all talk, what was his name? Chris Stapleton or whatever. But I don't know if that's that man's name or not. But whoever sampled it and redid it in recent years, the song came out of like 60 something, I think, or something. Child, 60 something or 70 something. That's just like "I Will Always Love You." Whitney Houston just made it go way further than Dolly Parton. But Dolly Parton did the song first. Like, stuff like that be getting on my nerves sometimes. But anyway, but with that other situation, that was a country song, and it still was a country song now. But all black people live for that, and like "Achy Breaky Heart" and like little random stuff like that. Jolene, 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 Jolene. And I understand because Jolene is a dope song. But I'm like, y'all don't understand. Maybe Before He Cheats is like bordering on, two different genres. And I just be like, child, y'all be missing out on the good stuff. Like, sometimes I have my moments where I'm listening to "It's Midnight in Montgomery." Y'all better get into that good old Alan Jackson from back in the day. And there's your trouble, there's your trouble. You've been messing with the wrong one. The Dixie Chicks. Their rendition of "Landslide," "Hallelujah in the Name." Hallelujah in the Name. I'm just saying. Them heifers could sing down. What was that song my sister loved? "I'm hell on heels, baby, you will. I'm gonna make the devil a deal. I may be pretty, may be smart, but I'm gonna break 1,000,000 hearts. I'm hell on heels, baby, you can get for you." I don't know. But anyway, they sang down. I don't know if y'all ever saw, dang, what's the name of that song? I mean, the name of that movie. If y'all ever saw that movie, then y'all know exactly who the Dixie Chicks are and don't even realize y'all know who they are. They were in this movie that I live for. Dang it, just had the name of it. Was George Clooney in it? George Clooney was in it. Child, let me look real quick. Dixie Chicks. I'm trying to figure out what movie they were in. Not Shut Up and Sing. It was they were in it, and dang it, I think it was George Clooney that was in that movie. I don't know why I can't think of the name of that movie. I That movie was to come on right now. I watch it like I ain't never seen it before. With George, wait a minute. George Clooney. I think it's George Clooney. Yeah, George Clooney. The name of the movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? That movie was good for no reason. Um, yeah, that was a good movie. What was the song? Cause that movie was good for no reason. I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen troubles all my days. Y'all better. Now George Clooney wasn't singing, but they tried to make it seem like he was one of the boys singing on the little chain gang. Child, please, man, that song was that movie was good for no reason. The singing was good, all of it. Child, oh my gosh. Oh, the memories. I got to watch that movie again right now. But yeah, country music is good too. Y'all gonna learn to put some respect on good country music. I'm trying to tell y'all. Every other weekend, what's the redhead woman's name? Reba McEntire. Here's your last chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Fancy. Y'all got to watch the video to Fancy. That's an older song, but Fancy was everything. And I felt some type of way. I was very conflicted when that song came out. And then I saw the video for it. Like when I saw the video for it, I was like, wait a minute, y'all done went off. Every other weekend, it's her and somebody else. I think she and somebody else remade it as well. But that's a very emotional song. The video showcased the woman who played her daughter on the Reba McEntire show, and the guy who played her son-in-law. And it was as if they had to part ways for whatever reason, and they had to meet up somewhere and hand off the kids, and it was just an emotional situation. That video, I remember the first time I saw that video, I was like, no, y'all not gonna make me cry. Watching a music video, come on now. Like, that very rarely makes me want to tear up watching a music video. They don't went off. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. From my front porch, you can see the sea. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. I could buy that out through the Golden Gate. I can't remember the words, but yeah. That song was very, I don't know what it was. That song used to touch my soul. Oceanfront property in Arizona. George Strait. George Strait used to do something to me, and I don't know what it was. His voice. Let me see. So that was a great song that he had. Let's see. Check Yes or No was a beautiful song. Back in the day that I used to listen to. Check Yes or No. Let me see. I feel like I know that that's what that song is, but I don't want to chance it. But y'all, I love so many great country songs. Like I said before, Alan Jackson. Let me see if any more songs of his outside of Montgomery, because y'all know he's talking about my home city. Alan Jackson. Oh, way down young and room to Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on a Georgia asphalt. We did something with another something, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night. Yeah. That's a oldie but goodie for me. Yeah, Chattahoochee. Living on love, flying on time without somebody, yeah, it ain't worth a dime. like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple. That's what you think. You can walk through fire without blinking, and it doesn't take much when you get enough. Living on the love. I can't, because they be going so deep. Like, their voices, like, the way that some of them do what they do with their voices. It's like, how do you do that? How? The era of the Dixie Chicks saying F-U-T-K, Toby Keith. Toby Keith could sing, though. I'm just saying, though. Look that up. Look that history up. It is hilarious. Just like they have beef and random stuff in rap, they have it in other genres of music as well. But yeah, Toby Keith. Toby Keith was a vibe back in the day. Toby Keith. Should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to roll and ride. Not in my backseat and riding my pony on a cattle drive. Sitting a young girl's heart. Just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. Y'all, I ain't reading no lyrics. I'm trying to remember them. How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way. That's one of them. Oh my gosh. I love this bar. I don't remember the words to that song, but yeah. Some of the ones about drinking. John Deere Green on a hot summer night. You know Billy Bob loves Charlene. Child, them songs was good. Strawberry wine, 17. A blue July moon, some everything. The first taste of love, memories. I don't know, that song was so beautiful. Cause I mainly like a lot of the songs that the men sung. The men were singing and things. But yeah, I like a lot of the women as well. I just have to like go back in my memory bank. But it's like y'all know how they really overexpose the men more than the women. So it just was what it was. Country music. I hate these keyboards. Songs of the 90s. I was listening in the 90s and like the early 2000s. So it's like weird because I don't really know a lot of the stuff. Alabama. It's like, duh, why wouldn't you know Alabama? So yeah, I just saw them on this thing. They got a 2-hour long video that's just outlining all of these great songs of the 90s. So when the thunder rolls, and the lightning flash, yes, don't take the girl. That was a good one. Get down, turn around, go to town, boot, scoot, and boogie. Hey, here we go, do-si-do. Come on, baby, let's go, boot, scooting. Cadillac, Blackjack. Yeah, that was a good song. Boot, scooting, boogie. Don't rock the jukebox. Yeah. Well, I smell Trouble. That was a good song. Child. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Yeah. I know y'all like, girl, what is wrong with you? Yeah. Most people are not here for that. I'm an Indian outlaw. Half Cherokee and Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chickasaw. She's a one of a kind. That song used to be everything back in the day. ain't going down till the sun comes up. Y'all, I'm just looking at the title. Like I know almost every single last one of the ones that is on this thing. This kiss is unstoppable. See, that was just one of them. Yep, fancy on that, like I told y'all. Let me see. Thunder Roll, yep. Don't take the girl. Yep. Well, I got friends in low places. Like, if you listen to that song, they be doing the most with their voices, like I said. I got friends in low places. Yep, told y'all Midnight Montgomery. That was the song, though. Oh, okay. What is going on? Okay, anyway, yeah. That's one of them. Child. Kenny Rogers. Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks. Okay, let me see if it outlines the songs, child. If any of y'all are even still on here. Because I'm just literally just like, if I were to have gone live, it would have been different. It would have been completely different. Kind of like how a lot of other people go live and they do stuff like this. But they take way longer pauses. But you know, it is what it is. I'm just me. I ain't nobody. Yep, I just said Living on Love by Alan Jackson. I don't know Amarillo. Don't know that one. Yep, Garth Brooks. Yeah, it's alright to be little bitty. All my exes live in Texas. George Strait again. Oh, this is a beautiful song. Randy Travis. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's gonna make me cry. I'm gonna love you forever and ever. Forever and ever. Amen. That is a beautiful song. Go listen to that song. That song, like it's a beautiful love song. It's just country. But yeah, it's beautiful. Very beautiful song. Let's see. I'm going through. They have it sectioned off. Like I said, Jolene, 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 Jolene. Yeah, my voice is toned down anyway because I should have been asleep at some point in time today. But you know, foolishness. Oh, they just had a certain part of it sectioned off. Oh, okay. Yep, living on love. I already said that. I already said that. Yep, the thunder rolls. I already did that. And the thunder rolls. And the lightning strikes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, y'all. I love country. Like I love certain rock. I like certain pop. I like so much of a lot of stuff. I like certain bluegrass. Like I like certain jazz music. Like I wouldn't be able to tell y'all, oh, that's that particular record. Like no, it soothes me. So it's nothing like how I can tell y'all the name of some of these other songs. But like, yeah, I like some of a lot of stuff, not everything. I can't do that hardcore heavy metal that I'ma kill your mama music. I can't do it. Can't do that at all. No. Um, but yeah. So with all the country songs that I was able to kind of give y'all a little ditty in reference to the people who live like a couple of houses up, they have like this big speaker and they'll play them. And I'd be like, wait a minute. Like, I really will sit in my car and be like, wait a minute. Not y'all taking me back down memory lane. Blast from the past. like, and they literally will play like a lot of the ones that I used to hear growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s. I don't know a whole lot of old ones because very rarely did they have moments where they were playing the old ones so that they could be all incorporated so I would know them like that. Now I know of The Gambler. I know, that went down to Georgia, stuff like that, but I just don't, I never knew the words. It's always been weird that I never knew the words to that, but I hear it all the time and it's crazy. So yeah. But yeah, I love music. I love so many different songs. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I mean, at some point, I feel like after I become fully alkaline again, I will be bringing back the karaoke situation because, yeah, karaoke is fun. It was very therapeutic during COVID. I got a lot of my friends and family through some stuff, so that was interesting. That my silliness was able to kind of get them through it because they were not doing so well when this was going on. Like they took it in a way where it was like, wow, this is too much. And I mean, it was too much for me as well, but I didn't let it get the best of me. I already was going through a terrible breakup. And even though it was something that I never cried over or mourned, it was something that definitely happened to me. And it just was what it was for me. Like I still to this day have not cried or I guess mourn the end of my relationship. It just was a situation that needed to end. Probably should have never been together, but there are a few things that I'm grateful that came out of this situation, like some of the friends that I've gained and some of the experiences that have happened since our relationship has ended and a few of the things that happened while we were together. So, it wasn't all terrible. It was just, stuff he was doing that he shouldn't have been doing. He should have just left me alone. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I know y'all probably like, girl, you done did the most. So if I would have done a live, this I guess is how it probably would have gone. But anyway, thank y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.